Hello, welcome to a final edition of Strictly Speaking. I am Janet Snakehole-Macklin.
And I am Poppy Snakehole-Macklin.
And we've been gone for a while.
Yeah, I mean, technically it was only 1 week, but now it's been 2.
Okay, here's the thing. We recorded an episode after the quarterfinals. But when I went to edit the video, I could not find the recording. So... yeah.
They're just going to merge it all.
Yeah, I mean, basically to sum up everything from the last 4 weeks, please get Tom Hiddleston on Strictly.
Oh! I didn't know who he was until last week.
Yeah, everyone who watches, every woman who watches Marvel is in love with Tom Hiddleston, and he's just the best.
I don't watch Marvel, that is the thing.
Well, you should, at least watch everything, watch most of the Marvel stuff, not so much the stuff that they've done recently, because the only, thing they've done recently that I would actually, because the only, things that Marvel's been struggling these last few years, I think. But Loki is one of the things that has not struggled. Loki, the series, is great, and it still is, and it's one of the good things, the better things that Marvel has put out since Endgame.
Oh. Maybe I'll have to take your recommendation.
That and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and WandaVision, and Spider-Man No Way Home. They're the best stuff that Marvel's done since Endgame. I'm... Just heads up, I might be doing a Marvel review video. I might be ranking all the 2023 Marvel stuff on Friday. I'm saying might because I did a few weeks ago promise a Doctor Who video, but then I decided I'm not going to do that because the script was absolute crap. I realised as I was looking at it all together, I was like, oh, this is not good. I can't put this out there. So maybe next year I'll do some Doctor Who review videos.
I think you should post it.
I'm not going to. It's really outdated already. It's crazy how things can go out of date within a few weeks. I wrote and recorded that before any of the David Tennant specials started, and now all 3 of them are done. So
really?
they're already outdated. So maybe some point next year I might start doing some Doctor Who reviews, and because I'm planning on rewatching it from the Eccleston era on starting at the beginning and the new year. I'm going to start watching from beginning to end, but the modern era, and then I'll go back to the classic era because, I mean, they didn't put 60 years worth of Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer for nothing.
Very true.
So, yeah, fingers crossed I'll try and get my Marvel video out on Friday, because Friday is the premiere of What If Season 2, which I will probably watch because I stopped watching last series of What If, but I also need to watch it. I feel like I'm basically to celebrate. It's just that will be a good excuse for me not ranking What If on that if I put it on the same day it comes out. So yeah, Friday. I'm saying Friday now, and if it's not out by Friday, I take full responsibility. So let's talk about Strictly.
Pardon?
Let's talk about Strictly.
Oh, Strictly! I know what you're talking about here.
Yes. So, we have our winners.
Yay!
So, obviously,
so happy.
Huge congratulations to Ellie and Vito.
Yeah.
And I called it week 1. I said that those 3 would be in the final week 1.
You actually did. You did very, very well.
Yeah, I just knew it. I just
very well.
All 3 of them were absolutely brilliant. I feel like any of them would have been amazing winners, and in my heart, they're all the winners.
Yes, I think they all were really good.
Yeah, and yeah, I just loved, and I'm okay. Let's, I know I said this in the video we recorded that didn't save, but. I just wanted to quickly point out that week 5, I know you already heard this, but week 5, I predicted that Angela S would go out in 6th place, in a dance-off against Layton.
Wow, well done.
That was just a jokey thing, because I said how Layton would be in some dance-offs at the end.
Yes, and you were right.
Yeah, but, I mean, okay, first let's talk about all three of this. Talk about the final.
Yeah.
Because we have, of course, we've missed, weeks 10, 11, 12, and 10, 11, and 12 before this. That I can't remember everything that we said in that video that didn't save. But I'm very, very happy that Ellie and Vito won. I wasn't surprised, but I wouldn't have been. But again, I loved all of them. I feel like any of them could have won, and I would have been happy.
Yeah. I mean, I was rooting for Ellie and Vito 100%. But I mean, I was very sad to see Annabelle go the week before.
I know, but it was statistically her time to go, and she did make that mistake in the dance-off.
Yeah, which I didn't even notice, but...
I mean, but 3 out of the 4 of the judges noticed it, so it means it must have happened, so...
It must have happened. We've got to trust them.
Yeah, but, I'm very happy with the dances that she did again. Her Paso Doble got the 39, that I think it should have gotten originally. I mean, it honestly should have been a 40, but it was 39. That's what it should have been originally. And so yeah, great choice from the judges. And
yeah.
Her show dance, I mean, it was unfortunate what happened with her show dance.
Just at the end.
I know, if it wasn't for that, it would have been a 40, but it was just like that one moment at the end.
Yeah, which is very annoying, but it was really good though, just apart from that end bit. Yeah,
and a great pick for her to do her American Smooth again. It's not what I thought she would pick. I thought she would have picked something like, there was some dance I thought she would have picked to do again. I thought she would have maybe done her Blackpool dance again, but
Yeah, I was quite surprised by the dance that she chose to do, but I thought it was really good. The outfits, you want it to be a good outfit, the one that you're going to win in. So,
Well, back at the beginning of the series, back when I was so adamant on Bobby winning, I actually did start drawing up a comic, and I drew the first the front page of the comic had Diane in a sparkly green dress.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I predicted that she and Bobby would do some dance in a sparkly green dress they would do in the final that they would win in, and then Joe would run on and propose afterwards, and then they'd kiss, and then that's the front page of the comic. I'll put a picture on the screen. I'm gonna show what I did. I know I'm stupid. I know I'm stupid. Okay, I'm young and I'm dumb, and I'm like obsessed with these kind of things. So don't judge me. But Ellie, I realised the thing I realised about Ellie was that her final performance was very similar to Hamza's last year.
Was it?
Because last year Hamza got 39 for his first dance, but he should have got a 40. Then got the lowest scoring show dance, which was very unfortunate for Hamza as well. Because that's one of the reasons.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons.
Lowest scoring? What, the lowest ever scoring?
No, in the final.
Oh, right.
Because that was unfortunate, because people were saying that Hamza didn't deserve to win because of that, but no, he deserved it, and I will defend Hamza until the day I die. Yeah, maybe Helen should have won based on the final, but there's no need to be mean to Hamza about it. But yeah, that's just unfortunate. And then the last dance, they get a 40 for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very happy for Ellie, and yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy for them. I mean, it's kind of they just felt right.
It did. I thought it was really good.
So now let's move on to Bobby and Diane.
Yes.
And I knew from before the series started that Bobby was going to be in the final. Even before they were partnered up, and when he was announced, I was like, oh, he is going to be in the final.
You called it.
And I am very, very proud of my team. But I have a theory. I think, and I know I have a theory. I know last time I said that, but I have a theory that I think Craig signed some sort of contract that says he was never allowed to give Bobby a 10.
Oh, do you think?
Because how can you say that is what the art of dance is all about and then not give it a 10?
Yeah, I agree. I really do.
Like, and that show dance, that was literally like everything, like everything, because like, you know, the La La Land stuff and how Bob. I hope. Yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed at Craig for that. What the hell, Craig? I reckon he signed a contract.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, possibly. We could have done.
That's the only explanation.
Well, yeah, it does sound about right.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people. I was so happy when it was announced that they were doing his samba again.
Were you? How comes?
That was the one dance I wanted him to, that I was hoping the judges would pick. I was like, I need to see his samba again. I hope he does it on tour. And I watched that. I went through this like phase a few weeks ago where I would just watch that dance every single day. I love that dance so much.
Did you?
Yeah, those hips don't lie.
That must have been a lot. That must have been a lot that you liked it.
Yeah, and his show dance again was absolutely brilliant. The La La Land, and I was wondering, was Diane wearing a wig? Because I thought it looked like she was wearing a red wig over her red hair. So
yes, that's what I thought. I thought it looked a lot brighter than it usually does.
Yeah, and I know people were complaining about Bobby doing his couple's choice, and like, okay, one hand I can kind of understand because a couple's choice, you know, it's kind of like the obvious pick to go for, because last year 3 out of 4 of the finalists chose to do their couple's choice again. Yeah. But on the other hand, it's their choice. So like, shut up, okay? It's their choice. They can do whatever dance they want. I mean, it's not like he got a 40. I don't really like it when they pick a dance that already got a 40, because that basically just means they're going to get a 40 again. But yeah, it was beautiful, and I mean, I know we didn't talk about that dance before because everything happened last week. But yeah, I loved his couple's choice dance. When I first saw it, I loved it again. Now his mum would be so proud of him, and I wish him the best, like forever, for his future, for the rest of time. I wish him the best.
Yeah, and he was very good.
Yeah, and hope maybe he might get some perfect scores on tour. So,
possibly.
Now let's move on to Layton and Nikita.
Yes.
What did you think of them?
They're really good. That's the thing. They are really good, but I think it was hard because they were so good from the beginning.
Well, so were all of them. They were the 3 highest scoring couples in the whole series.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think it is difficult because for me, I mean, like, he's a professional dancer. Or like, he's trained in dancing, so I don't know. I think it's difficult to compare, like, Layton with Bobby and Ellie.
Yeah, but there's never going to be an even playing field. That's the thing about Strictly. There's always going to be some with more experience than others.
That's true. I mean, even actors are going to have some kind of dancey kind of thing. But, I don't know. I mean, that's just my personal opinion on it, but I think everyone else has other opinions.
Yeah, I don't care. I love Layton, and I think he's just like I actually kind of want to check out his show now. I want to check out Bad Education now because of him. I really like him. I want to be friends with him. He just seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah, he does seem really nice, and there's no denying that he is an amazing dancer.
Yeah, did you see the video that they put on YouTube of when they had a drag brunch?
No.
Oh, basically Michael Maroli, who was on Series 5 of Drag Race UK. I haven't, like, seen most of that series. I saw the first 2 episodes, I haven't seen the rest of it. But I know who Michael Maroli is. And, like, Layton's scream when Michael enters, like, Layton just, like, is, like, proper, like, life support. Like, just, like, it gives me such life, the way Layton just screams when Michael came in.
Oh, really?
Congratulations to the Come Dancing finalists, Layton.
Yeah, it was just I loved. Yeah, it was a really cool video. They all had like a Strictly roast, and they all danced with Michael and everything. It was really cool. So this is again my campaign: get a drag queen on Strictly next year. I know I let you off because Layton. I know he's performed in drag on the West End before, but I want like a proper like professional, full-time professional drag queen next year, and Kitty Scott Claus is on every bloody reality TV show. Like get her on there.
Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah. Because like Blue Hydrangea's doing Dance with the Stars Ireland, so like and the Vivian just did Dancing on Ice earlier this year, so like there's what are you waiting for, Strictly?
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Layton and Nikita's friendship. Like they just have such a good relationship, and like you can tell they're going to be friends for life.
Yeah.
And I was so glad
They seem like really good friends.
I was so glad to have you see Nikita in his first final.
Yeah. Really good. I mean, I can't remember, who did he have last year?
He had Ellie Simmons last year, and they went out in a surprisingly heartbreaking way for me. I was honestly not expecting to be so heartbroken when Ellie Simmons went out, and I was like I was crying like when she went out. I was like, why is Tony Adams still there? Ellie should still be there.
I was a Tony Adams supporter.
Yes, but Ellie though, she was okay. That was last year. And I was glad with the choices. I liked Layton's show dance. It's just like, do you notice when Nikita dropped his hat?
Oh yeah, that was funny, wasn't it?
I know. But like, good choice with the quick step from the judges, and I loved his Argentine tango that got the 40 it should have gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
100%.
And how nice was it to see all of the cast back? I mean, all of the cast. There was definitely no one.
Well,
There was definitely no one missing from the group dance.
I noticed that she was missing.
It was really nice to see the rest of the cast there. Because like it was such a great cast. And Krishnan, but it was. It was really.
Oh no, Krishna's so good. I liked him.
Whatever. But yeah, it was a really good group dance. I loved how they all had like little nods to their former dances. Yeah. It was really nice seeing like yeah, it's just like a weird thing, like when they're gone and then like suddenly everyone's back. It's like, oh, they didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and like there's some people who you forget about, don't you? And then you're like, oh wow, yeah, that person was on it.
And like glad that Nigel was able to do stuff. I mean, it was we talked about it like in the last video, but like it was very unfortunate what happened to Nigel.
It was, yeah, very sad.
Yeah, because question, would he have made it to the final if he hadn't hurt his ribs?
See, I was thinking about that. I think he would have.
I think it was because the public loved him so much for some reason, but yeah, maybe. But then I'm not saying I'm glad that he got injured or anything, but like I am still very happy with the top 3 that we got.
Yeah, I think it was a very good final, definitely.
Yeah, why couldn't they've crowned all 3 of them?
Pardon?
They should have just crowned all 3 of them. Give them
that
all
would have been good.
Yeah.
They 100%. Yeah, that would have been very good.
Yeah, I would have completed my French vanilla fantasy.
Oh, and then Joe proposing as well.
We'll come back to Joe proposing because I was okay. Yeah, so I was surprised there didn't seem to be as much filler as there normally is. Like, for me, the filler just didn't feel as filler this year.
Wait, what are you talking about?
As in, like, what they do to fill the time while they count the votes and everything.
Oh, right, yeah.
And yeah, it didn't feel very fillery. Like, they got to talk to everyone, and it flowed nicely. And of course, Amy slayed. Amy was being amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so nice just seeing her, doing, dancing. Like, just seeing her dancing.
Yeah.
That's who she is. And she's an amazing inspiration. And I hope that next year, I hope she has better luck for all of next year. I hope she wins the lottery next year in more ways than one.
Oh yeah, hopefully it will be a much better year for her.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I really liked the way at the end when they had that massive group dance and everyone was like lifting up Ellie and Vito.
Oh yeah, it was so good. I thought it was a really good final. I was really happy with who won. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not often you have the person who you want to win.
Well,
so I'll take that.
What do you mean not often? We both wanted Rose to win.
Yeah, that's true, but I just mean in general, like in all programmes. In I'm a Celeb, in Strictly, in what else? Bake Off. It's not often that you have the person who you want to win with.
I mean, yeah.
So I good.
I mean, I did want Hamza to win last year as well, so I was happy with that.
I did want Hamza, but I was kind of rooting for Helen last year.
I mean, so was I. I was rooting for both of them. I would have been happy. I was rooting for both of them. I would have been happy with either of them winning, but I do think Hamza was a great winner.
Yeah, definitely. Like, to be honest, I would have been happy with either of them winning. The same with, to be honest, I did want Ellie to win, but also I was like, if Bobby did win, I would be very happy as well.
I did vote for Bobby. I did give like 2 votes to Ellie as well, but I did give most of my votes to Bobby because I do really want to see Diane get that glitter ball next year. Diane, next year I'll get you that. I'll do everything in my power to make sure that next year she gets that glitter ball.
Although I have seen theories that she's going to leave this year to have children.
She's not leaving Strictly, okay? If she can have a year off, she can have a year off to have a baby, and that's it. I'm not having her leaving Strictly until she gets that glitter ball.
Oh, okay. So who's she got to have next year then?
Hang on. What did I say in that list? I wrote down that story. I'll have to read. I'm not going to read the story to you again because I don't think you'll want to hear it again. I'll record myself reading the story and then I'll insert it at the end of this video. Who did I say?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so annoying, isn't it? About the whole video not working.
Yeah, because we had a lot of cool discussions last week. Out of these ones I wrote down, maybe Josh Widdicombe, but I don't know if I don't know how good he would be at Strictly.
Yeah.
I mean, Drew Gooden, but he's another influencer. I don't think they'd put her with another YouTuber. And
yeah.
Giuseppe, he's too tall for her. Biggins, no, I don't see Biggins winning. I thought I love him. Neither Cammy or yeah, I don't know. I have to think more about it. I need to look at some guy who was on MasterChef or something, or maybe someone from Big Brother who'll probably be on it next year, and I can put Diane with, and then they'll make sure they win. But yeah, it's yeah,
we'll see.
Top priorities.
Do you think this will be the year that Joe will propose?
Did you see on TikTok that on TikTok, Shirley, the TikToker?
Yeah, I watched her videos. I saw you commented.
I know. I said I had the same prediction. I literally called it. I said I bet Shirley's written down that Joe is going to propose as well. But,
I mean, I wouldn't have predicted that he was ever going to propose. Like, I feel like he will propose, but maybe at Christmas time.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think he would do it live on air. I don't think he's the kind of person that would do that, because I think he would be a little bit
definitely not do
cheesy.
it live on air.
I think it would be a little bit cheesy. I mean, in my comic, I would have had him do that, but like, I think it would have been, you know, great for YouTube and everything. But like, I don't think he would have actually done that. But I do think that because like because you know they've just arrived in Australia. I reckon he could ask her dad's permission, and then on Christmas Day he'll propose like during the sunset on a beach or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
that is such a good idea.
Last day of Vlogmas.
Yeah, 'cause now we're in Australia, it's the perfect time for like him to ask her dad.
Yeah,
I think that's
last day of
perfect.
That'll be one hell of an end to Vlogmas.
Pardon?
That'll be one hell of an end to Vlogmas.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm loving Vlogmas at the moment as well. It's
I haven't
so
seen
good.
all of them. I've only seen a few of them. I really need to catch up on them. I've been busy with other things.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I've watched a good few now, actually.
Yeah, I watched like 5 or 6 of them. I'm trying to get through them.
Yeah, get through them.
I'm gonna
yeah.
watch. I'm
They're
gonna watch
really
the
good,
one.
and I've just seen another one's just popped up.
I'm gonna watch
Well, it was
today's
at 6
one
o'clock,
probably when
the
I'm done with
Strictly
this.
Finals. I'm gonna watch that after this.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna watch that after this because I really just think it would work so well. But yeah, I just love the two of them, and I hope they stay together forever, and that he does propose, and that they get married, and yeah, it's gonna be so. And then it'll be like this massive like ceremony, and I'm really worried that he might stumble across these videos. Joe, we're not pressuring you, but like you know, we're all waiting. You're saying it would be perfect. It would be perfect if you did it in Australia on a beach during a sunset on Christmas Day. Or Christmas
It would be
Eve.
perfect. It would be.
Or Christmas Eve, so then you can announce it on Christmas Day.
Pardon?
Or he can do it on Christmas Eve and then he announces it on Christmas Day during Vlogmas.
Oh, that would be so good. Do you actually think that might happen?
If it does, I will absolutely just die.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the time when he proposes.
And yeah, and then
they have children. But I feel like he might propose first.
I mean, it took Zoe 11 years, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit longer.
Exactly. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. But
right.
Yeah, it was just a really again great final. I'm happy for Ellie and Vito. I think any of them would have deserved to win, and hopefully next year Diane gets a glitter ball. Maybe Joe will propose, and I will close out. I will close out this episode with me reading my story that I wrote 2 years ago, and I got basically everything wrong prediction wise. But so yeah, quick thing. Who would you like to see on Strictly next year?
Oh, who would I like to see on Strictly next year? I'm just trying to think about the different celebrities. What about I've seen something about Princess Eugenie, or imagine if one of the royals did it.
I don't think they would actually do that. That would be crazy. I was looking at articles. In June, I did a video about like who I thought who was going to be on it, and like it was, and it's like, they were saying people like Gordon Ramsay.
Oh so, yeah, if Gordon Ramsay did it, that would be good.
I think
what about Holly Willoughby?
I don't know. I think she's a little bit. I think she's more likely to go on I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, maybe.
But like
Philip Schofield as well, he might go on it.
Yeah, but they can go on it together.
Pardon?
They can go on it together.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they'll probably go on I'm a Celeb together.
Yeah, now
that they haven't got any TV stuff to do.
Yeah, I'd love to see a drag queen.
Yeah.
Preferably Kitty Scott Claus or Ella Day, or Michael Maroli, and also I Tom Hiddleston and David Tennant.
Yes,
and I'm dreaming big.
Oh, what about one of the Little Mix people?
I can't remember all the names. I know what's her name, Jessie Nelson.
Jessie Nelson, but she left. But then, because they've all, like, split up now, well, not split up, but they've gone on a break.
Jessie Nelson,
so
I
that
think...
could be an idea. They possibly could go on Strictly.
Jessie Nelson, I think she'd be great. It would be a great television to see her on Strictly with a can. Yeah, and yeah, I just have I'd love to see. I'm just looking around. I'm trying to think. Oh, Luke Goss, maybe.
No.
See if he's any better than Matt's.
Oh, is he his brother?
Yeah, they're twins. They were bros in the 70s. Yeah, because Matt was rubbish, so maybe Luke would be better.
Yeah, he was the best.
Or Zoe Sugg, she should be on it.
Oh yeah, although I don't think she'll do it.
I know she won't do it, but it would still be awesome.
It would be good if it was a hypothetical, yeah.
Hypothetically. Yeah, hypothetical Strictly series, that could be a whole separate thing that we can come up with. People who we know will never be on Strictly, but put them on Strictly anyway.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess that's it for this year. I will probably see... I mean, hopefully the viewers will probably see me again on Friday, hopefully, for that Marvel review video. I guess we won't be back until next September. So
wow.
I'm gonna
That's a long way away.
I'm gonna close out this episode with me reading that story, so that you don't have to listen to it again. But that is it for this year. I have been Janet Snakehole-Macklin.
And I have been Poppy Snakehole-Macklin.
And this has been Strictly Speaking 2023.
2023. See you next year.
Bye.
Bye.
Janet approached Poppy. Poppy, I know I'll see you again very soon. And by very soon, I mean about 3 to 4 weeks. But since we're sharing stories, I would like to tell you about the time we went to watch the Strictly Halloween special in 2023. Do you remember that? I remember it like it was yesterday, Poppy replied. Initiate flashback. Oh my god, we are in Elstree! I know, right? The show hasn't even started yet, but I can already tell that all that money was totally worth it. Of course, the girls didn't have the money to get front row seats, but they were in the upper balcony, so they could see everything down below. Everything was spookified, from the stairs, to the screens, to the freaking glitter ball. It was definitely going to be a night to remember. It was super exciting. Both Poppy and Janet had seen the Strictly Live tour, but had never seen the actual televised show. This was a whole new experience, because the dance floor is actually a lot smaller than it looks on TV. Either way, they were in the Strictly ballroom. Around 7 PM, the show started. The theme music played, and the intro played on a big screen above the giant glitter ball. The lineup consisted of Tom Allen, Maddie Hill, Drew Gooden, Chris Kamara, that Biggins guy, Giuseppe Del Anno, Tina from S Club 7, Jessica Ennis Hill, Ruby Rube, and Josh Widdicombe. I mean, those were the 10 that made it to Halloween week. Yes, Biggins made it to Halloween week. Also, someone pulled out after week 3 due to injury. Always happens. The show was great, and of course Maddie and Giovanni were top of the leaderboard with a score of 39. The king of Halloween lives on. While Cami and Cassie were bottom of the leaderboard with a score of 21. However, it was Ruby and Cameron who got eliminated in a dance-off against Tina and Aliash. After the show, the girls got up. We should buy some merch, said Poppy. We already bought some merch, Janet replied. I know, but you can never have enough when you're at the Strictly ballroom. They went down to the merch stand and found a group photo signed by all the Strictly stars. That was legit cool. They had to buy it. You like that picture, eh? They heard an Italian say behind them. Wait, that actually happened? Poppy said. I thought I was just hallucinating. Nope, it happened. Could this be the moment? Could they meet the Italian stallion, the king of Halloween, the now 7-time finalist, 2021 champ, Bruno? Janet was shocked. She and Poppy breathed a smile as they tried to hide their disappointment. Yes, Bruno replied. I try and sneak into the audience every week, since I'm not a judge anymore. They nodded. So, who are you rooting for? Oh, I have to go with my guys Giuseppe and Nadia. Italy! The girl smiled. So we must be going now. Oh, okay, see you later, Bruno replied. They waved and went their separate ways. The girls got into the car park and were heading to the bus stop. Man, Poppy started. I wish we'd met a different Italian. our favourite. The only thing that can make up for it at this moment would be us coincidentally meeting one of the couples, or either of the It Takes Two hosts. A figure appeared in front of them. They gasped. Beth, who is a character I made up, by the way, ran up to Poppy and Janet. "Oh my god, which It Takes Two host did you meet?" "We don't know," Janet replied. It was all a blur. "What do you mean you don't know? Were they tall or short?" Janet thought for a moment. "Depends on the angle you're looking at it."